Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. I was thinking about you and your son for two different reasons yesterday. But when I stepped outside with the humidity, I immediately thought of you and how you probably hated it yesterday, Cande.
It was very, very hot. I had to run a couple little errands, and yes, it was. And this was early on in the day, so I can only imagine how hotter it got as the day progressed.
Now, when you say errands, are the, like...
I had to go to the post office. I had to get a gift box. You know, that's the kind of thing.
Oh, very, very family-friendly, you got to send a little present to a friend, obviously.
Well, one of my oldest friends, Barry, is now a grandmother. Her son and his wife had a baby on Sunday, so I had to mail a gift.
So now, this is your, let me give you my take on it, and then I want to hear what you sent, okay? So, if I had a lifelong friend who just became a grandmother, and, I mean, she's been your friend forever. So this is like your version.
Second grade.
Okay, so it's like your version of Josh, what Josh is to me, right?
Right.
Although I met Josh in college, but regardless, this is your best friend, just became a grandmother.
One of my best friends.
Right, you have Ellen.
I have a few.
You have Ellen, you have Barry. Who else that I don't know about?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, come on.
I give away all my secrets.
All right, so
Well, I have Debbie that I work with that I love.
Oh, love Debbie, yes.
Love Debbie. Very close with Debbie. One of my greatest people in my life.
Really?
All right. Yeah. She's a great person. Yeah. If I may say so. One of the best.
I didn't realize you and Debbie were so close, Cande.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is this from working, or did you know her before work?
I did not know her before. We actually met at work, and I always thought that my mother, who has passed, sent her to me as my guardian angel because she's just been there. Yeah, I really believe that. My mother sent her to me because she's like an angel.
This is news to me after all these years,
After all these years, you're always finding something new.
And I know, I don't know Debbie like you know Debbie, but I know Debbie. She's she does traffic. She's part of your organization there. She's in the industry, but I didn't realize you guys were so close.
That's right. And then I have a very good friend, Yvonne, from college that we met on the orientation line, and we've been friends ever since.
Although, as I recall, over the last year, we talked about some issues with Yvonne.
Well, we are girls, and we do fight. But
yes.
My dear, but that's, you don't stop being friends with someone. No.
All right.
Those years.
That's good. Now, listen, back to the task at hand.
Yes.
So your best friend, one of your best friends becomes a grandmother. You're not just sending her one onesie or a candle. It's got to be a substantial gift, right?
Here's what happened. I ordered 2 adorable gifts online, and they haven't come yet. They're late. So I ran out. When Evan was here on Saturday, I went into one of my favorite little gift shops in my town, and I got this cute little outfit, and I got their last name is Fox. So I found this like stuffed rattle, very soft. That's a fox. And I bought a Hallmark Christmas ornament because they love him. His wife, Tanya, loves them. And I sent them one when they got married. And I was at that wedding. And so that's the first package. When the other 2 outfits finally arrive, I'll send those along as well.
All right, very nice. Now, to your son, because he's very politically motivated, and he's always got his head in the newspaper, or Twitter or whatever the case may be. Smart kid. He was valedictorian of his major at Rutgers University. I'm curious. Now, again, I like to preface these things because we don't get too much into politics. You live your life the way you want. You vote for who you want. I'm not going to tell anyone to vote for anyone, and it is what it is.
I am going to say vote.
Right. Now, you got it. You go vote, you make a choice, all that. I don't get into too much else, but I'm always curious when big news comes out in politics, how does your son feel about Joe Biden's running mate?
I think there is no surprise. We knew it. We talked about it on Saturday. I always felt that way since he got the nomination, that she would clearly be his pick. And so really not shocked at all. So we'll see what happens in November.
All right. So I understand. He
was expecting it. It was not a shock.
Well, it's interesting because I was reading something just as a backstory. I thought this was interesting because I didn't know this. Is it true, like during one of the debates, like she was attacking him or like came after him, right?
But isn't that what happens? Because someone brought that up to me yesterday as well. And isn't that, you have to remember, this has been going on forever. Of course, go back to all the, debates for trying to be, nominated for the president. I mean, come on, it's always been nasty. And then they kiss and make up. Not really, but, they seem to. And then, they forge ahead. This is not news.
That's true. And I still think it was amazing that the name Kamala for two different people was trending on Twitter 2 days in a row for two separate people. It still boggles my mind.
It is boggling, and the universe is a grand place. That's all I can say.
And they both have the same last name, My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.